This really cute image where she's being sprayed with a water hose while looking mortified. That's right, the reason this hippo is so viral is she looks visually perturbed, like she really doesn't want to be sprayed with that beam of water. The name Mudang quite literally translates to bouncing pork. It's like a soup-like dish made from ground pork. Immediately fan art started ushering out, like this drawing by Sartanis. This hippo is too cute not to draw, but this was just the beginning. This next photograph would change Mudang's history forever. On September 5th, 2024, this image of Mudang getting absolutely blasted with a stream of water went viral. For some reason, she just has her mouth open in every image. I like to imagine she's hitting an epic note yodeling or something. Either way, the fan art really started to pour out after this slew of images reached the web. One of my favorites is this collab by Glittering Grim, which received hundreds of thousands of likes. So cute and always screaming.
I want to oil you up. What the does that mean?
Recently, you've all been taking the great Know Your Meme waifu, the official Know Your Meme Tan, our wholesome and innocent PNG tuber character, and telling her to oil up. In fact, not only have you been asking our great waifu, but you've been throwing me in there too. Well, maybe I need an oiled up PNG tuber on the screen to really raise the views here, but instead, I'm going to explain to you about this whole oil up meme. Mostly because I really don't want to douse myself in olive oil. I'm not looking to Danny DeVito my way out of a couch anytime soon, and I'm certainly not looking to stay in the couch, given that JD Vance is still roaming the world. Oil up, or oiled up, refers to a series of memes that are fairly straightforward. You tell someone or ask them to oil up, usually in an online context through a text or a response. Obviously, this means to cover yourself in oil, and it's typically in a lewd context. I don't really think there's any other reason to cover yourself in oil unless you're really into being chopped up for a pasta dish at Olive Garden. The origins of this meme actually started on 4chan. In 2010, the ominous anonymous message popped up that spelled out the words, "It's time to oil up." Oil up being in all caps as if it's a very serious demand. This was posted to the traditional games board. At the same time, this image of Ainsley Harriet pouring olive oil was going viral as well. Before long, on June 25th, 2011, the funny text and the funny image were combined, and what's very cool was that it was a Know Your Meme user. The user Octopus, which is the most 2011 username I've ever heard. Now, this is the earliest known archive of the meme, so maybe an earlier version exists, but we're gonna take credit for it because we're awesome. This oil, much like you want it to be spread over yours or Know Your Meme Tan's body, spread throughout the internet in many shapes and forms. Throughout the 2010s, images would go crazy viral like this clock, where the times are all replaced with oil up. And you know exactly what the following image is. Sometimes you get some cool fan art, like this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure version, which is quite snazzy. The original image is something to behold, though. I mean, that smile, that perfect stream of oil. It's really a magnificent image. You probably couldn't take a better one if you tried. That one's going over the mantle. This meme sort of went dormant, though. In fact, it probably gave you an entire body's worth of shock to see that Ainsley image once again. But this year, in 2024, the meme has undergone a resurgence. On December 7th, 2023, a clip from Dana White's TikTok livestream went viral. In this clip, he unfortunately picks out the worst chat comment possible. In a stream of chat messages, he reads out loud,
I want to oil you up.
and proceeds to turn it into a spectacle for the world to clutch their olives to. It's a pretty funny clip because he responds with, WTF does that mean? And starts nervously laughing. You know what it means, Dana. You know what it means. People kept asking him this too because he gave it attention, and so in other streams, this would go viral as well, like this clip, which received over 1 million views. Before long, this left Dana's sphere, though, and became an overall internet sensation. Any character, human, and TikTok account, they were to be a subject to be covered in oil. It was the great oiling. On January 31st, Memesy uploaded a video about it. Also, here's the Duolingo owl for Sona dousing herself in oil, by the way, because the world needed that for some reason. That's terrifying. Millennials should be sent into the sun. This terrifying image of SpongeBob with a papyrus font saying, oil up, nephew. This simple TikTok that says, tag someone you want to see oiled up. Please don't tag me in this, by the way, please. Know Your Meme Ton can only take so much, too. Please, just give us a break. I'm going on an oilless diet. I'm getting in a giant human-sized hamster ball to create a force field when we oil, I think. Anyway, what do you think of the oiling up meme? I'm sure you like it, you sick freak. I'm gonna go now. Peace.
We can go cat for yacht. That's that. We can go whistle race. 19 bucks for the Fortnite card.
What do you get when you mix brain rot terms with rotoscoping apps? Disturbing TikTok trends like this. On June 6, 2024, TikToker Riz Records YT posted a remix of Central C's song Band for Band featuring Lil Baby that replaced the lyrics with brain rot slang terms, gaining over 100,000 views in a day. On the same day, TikToker Rizzy Rot posted multiple videos using this TikTok sound featuring various characters rotoscoped onto a video originally posted by TikToker Incog Whitey, where he lipped up to the original song.
We could go band for band. We can go M for M. Put a mill for the Maybach truck. Double R with the factory rims.
Rizzy Rob's most popular iteration showed Mordecai and Rigby from Regular Show. Soon, other creators started hopping on this trend, also rotoscoping all variety of characters onto the brain rot version. We need to restore Riz. As both the content impact by the NBA 2K video. Player shot is measured by a color the highest quality shot. In winter of 2023, the phrase started to be used on TikTok in videos to ironically comment on a basketball player's missed shot. For example, on February 23, 2023, TikToker Shaytard joked about a missed shot with a sound created by user Braden Top G that featured a person saying the full explicit phrase.
Green.
After roughly a year of the phrase being used to comment on NBA fails, the term was shortened to Green FN to be more algorithm-friendly and began seeing use in more ironic videos. Specifically, in late February, the term was often used in captions to reposted videos from creator Soup's videos. For example, on February 26th, user Pantelisfan reposted a Soup's videos TikTok with Green FN in the caption, gaining over 6 million views in one day. On the same day, TikToker Unc Julian M posted a TikTok reacting to learning what the phrase actually meant.
Green FN means green.
Garnering nearly 200,000 views in 24 hours.
I just realized he's green.
Meme culture can get a little hairy. It seems memers love to take wholesome things like a freshly baked sweet treat and turn them into something so vulgar we have trouble even figuring out how to talk about it. The questions being asked on the surface of this trending meme are, do you want a macaron, do you want a taco, and do you want a hot dog? But the question being asked beneath the surface? It's basically soliciting intimate favors. So where did this all begin? As far as we can tell, the trend began on April 25th, 2021, with Australian artist David the Robot posting a crude drawing to his private Instagram account depicting a female chef with a plate of macarons, asking the viewer, want a macaron? But camouflaged among the spread of cookies is something that definitely wouldn't make it past the health inspector. If you don't know, a macaron is a little French sandwich-like cookie, the only correct pronunciation of which is with an obnoxious French accent. The image was reposted to 9gag, and memes using it were shared across social media in the following months. But how did it start going viral in 2025? It's unclear which exact post kicked off the current trend, but it seemed to be one of several viral photo slideshows it was used in early and mid-May 2025. For instance, on May 12th, TikToker Wobbly Wobble Wobble Wob shared a new original drawing of the Wanna Macron lady, garnering over 10 million views in under 2 weeks. As these spread, variations of the image and question would start appearing, with other female chefs offering up plates of tacos or donuts, and male chefs offering a hot dog. Some chefs would even be depicted back-turned offering a brownie. Due to the crudely graphic nature of these drawings, many have been taken down from social media platforms, but users have been referencing the disturbing trend in more subtle, safer-work posts, like with memes hinting about its existence or representing users' reactions to encountering these unhinged drawings.
It's a rip-off. Whip-off. Rip-off.
You said whip up, I said whip up.
Okay.
This week on Twitter, English speakers are realizing what an awesome language Dutch is. It's like English, but cuter. It started after a Dutch politician tweeted, in sincerity, a post to his Dutch audience that started with, "We have an serious problem," and English speakers were immediately obsessed. And of course, started making references to Jar Jar Binks. Things are just better in Dutch. I mean, no one wants to face a serious problem, but I'm heading in with a smile to conquer in serious problem.
2023 was a year of frenzy, from Skibbity Toilet to Kevin James smirking to Kevin James smirking head sticking out of a toilet. Okay, that never happened, I just made it up. But it exists now, so that's cursed. There were a lot of memes, some funny, some horrible, some cursed, and now Know Your Meme has officially announced the results of this year's Meme of the Year poll.
I am a surgeon!
Let's go through the top 10.
Dr. Han, I am a surgeon!
Number 10 with 4.2% of the votes is an obvious pick. It's the Amazing Digital Circus. Just like in general, or Pomni in general. This character has been drawn more than any other character this year. At least that's how I feel. Pomni with Pepino, love that one by the Inky Way. Yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus was the new FNAF. The new Has-Been Hotel, not to compare it so rapidly to those other properties, but it's definitely in the same vein of darker kids games and shows that has everyone hooked these days. Not surprised this made the number 10 spot, given that it got 100 bajillion gazillion views on YouTube.com. Number 9 with 4.2% of the vote gave me Whiplash, because I totally forgot about this one. I Am a Surgeon, Dr. Han gave everyone multiple faces that wouldn't leave the timeline for a while. Just some great reaction images, really. This kid is able to contort his face to hit 9 levels of Jim Carrey and Star Wars YouTuber Pogface thumbnail at the same time. It's crazy. And then, of course, Dr. Han's reaction had everyone in shambles. Live Dr. Han reaction. Number 8 clocks in with 6.4% of the votes, and I have to admit, this is the only meme on this list I've never seen before, so I got owned here. I lost my meme cred. Maybe that's for the better. Moushly. I don't know what rock I was